My name is Tyler Harris, and I am the Director of Sports Medicine for St. Louis City SC. Been with them since the beginning. I think I always knew that I wanted to do something in sports medicine. I've always had a big passion for soccer in general, and also just for the human body and how it relates to performance on a field. Coming in here, I kind of had a really good idea and vision of kind of where I saw the medical program being in the first 5 years as a club. And we're not there yet, but I think we're well on our way to being to where kind of I see us in the next couple of years. Good to go. If you need to take a heat pack to the meeting, feel free. I'll leave that up to you. So much of what we do in our job is just communication, right? Building these interpersonal relationships with the players, the staff, the front office, just so that everybody kind of understands exactly what's going on at all times with the players, with different injuries and things like that. And so that's something that I was able to bring to the table early on as well.
My name is Naoki Negish, and people call me Oki, and I'm a head athletic trainer here at the St. Louis City SC. This is the third season for me. I'm from Japan, Gunma, Japan, countryside. Yeah. I always want to be an athletic trainer for the professional soccer club. I am very grateful just to be here. I really love to work everybody in this building. I'm just like living a dream right now.
The goal that I had coming in was I wanted to hire people that could kind of fill in my weaknesses as a clinician, right? So with Oki, he had a really strong background in working with collegiate athletics at a very high level. He worked with track and field athletes in the SEC for years, which are some of the best in the world. And so he had a very good understanding of sprinting, running mechanics, things like that you see on a soccer field every single day. And with Joel as well, who joined us just a few months after Oki. Again, he has really good soccer background, soccer knowledge.
Joel Lockhart, assistant athletic trainer. This is my third season. Yeah, my third season. Originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, so born and raised, elementary school through high school, and then I stayed in state for college. So Louisiana for most of my life. Yeah, I think that was the main sport I played growing up was soccer. I think playing baseball and playing basketball was just more of a fun thing, whereas soccer was, initial career ideas. I think bringing a little bit of MLS experience that I had previously through Houston, I can bring a little bit of expertise of what it's like to travel or how certain situations are. So I think us growing together has been a big piece. I think we all bring different personalities to the athletic training room, which I think is good. Not everybody can be super, super high, or not everybody can be super, super down. I think bringing a little bit of down, a little bit up, a little bit of energy, a little bit of honesty, a little bit of serious here, but a joke in there. I think we balance that very well, and I think the team picks up on that.
On the television.
Good morning, yeah.
Only the MVPs get filmed, right?
Yeah.
It's a collaborative approach, and it makes things easy on a day-to-day level. And also the players can tell too. When they see us on a daily basis, having the banter in the training room that we do with them, and then bringing that onto the field, I think it's a win-win for everybody. We usually get in pretty early just to start setting up the training.
And then we start to prep for hydration, filling coolers, filling bottles. We stock the fridge in the players' locker room with anything they may need, from waters to Powerade to protein shakes or whatever it may be.
Pretty early on, we start to have athletes coming in.
So we'll do treatments from potentially 8 a.m. to about 10 a.m. Team meeting, and then once that's done, they do their gym activation, their gym work, and then we go out to the field. So hopefully, usually about 10:45, 11 o'clock. Then we cover training. So it could be 60-minute session, 90-minute session. So mainly we're out there covering in case injuries do happen, providing water, hydration, anything. Somebody gets a cut, somebody needs an evaluation, anything like that, we're there.
After that, it's just more treatments for the guys for post-session, getting them recovered and ready to go again the next day, because it's an everyday thing. These guys, they need to be machines and just be able to go all day, every day. So that's kind of what we're here for.
So whether that's something that's happened at training and they need an evaluation and immediate care, or if it's something they've been dealing with and how do we continue on with that treatment plan, or if it's something as simple as they need a little bit of recommendation on a recovery option, whether it's hot tub, cryo chamber, whatever it may be, they have us as resources to help assist them in that.
The medical field is always changing. It's always evolving. It's always progressing forward. And so we need to be at the forefront of that. And so we're always trying to make sure that we always have our foot on the gas when it comes to bringing in the best technology and having everything available for these players so that they feel like they're getting the best care that they can in the country and hopefully around the world. We have quite a bit, some pieces of technology that I think are super important for a recovery standpoint, as well as just your general day-to-day training prep. So we have things like the shockwave therapy that is very beneficial for guys coming back from either soft tissue or joint type injuries. We have things like the cryo chamber and the sauna and the cold and hot tubs that are incredibly beneficial for recovery purposes on a daily basis and weekly basis, whether that's post-training or post-match.
So we have multiple modalities that can target different things, which guys may look for you as a resource to explain what do you think works best for me, or you have some of these older guys that kind of know their plan and know their routine, and so they know Monday I'm coming in for this, Wednesday I'm coming in for this, Thursday I'm coming in for dry needling or wherever it may be. So I think we're on par, and I think we exceed some other clubs that I've seen in some other spaces to provide what these guys need. And I mean, the facility is great. I think it's nice having everything in one spot.
Working with the doctors at WashU that we have, has been fantastic.
I love our team doctors. They are great doctors, and they are so easy to work with, and then they're nice people.
With the whole team there has given us, a lot of extra ways to figure out how to get athletes imaged as quick as possible. And then once they're imaged and we're figuring out kind of what the next steps are for that rehab, then we can, definitely weigh heavily on the doctors to get their opinions, their thoughts, and then continue that treatment and rehab throughout the course of the weeks with the doctor's input. It's a great team to work with, and we hope that that's a relationship that can continue in the future for a long time. It's definitely tough sometimes, seeing guys go down. It's never the fun part of the job, but it's also part of the job, and we have to be ready for it at all times, because it's the nature of professional sports is you're gonna see injuries happen. That's just part of it.
There's definitely a bit of a soft spot in there that I get, and I think one that stands out to me was Rasmus last year after his longer layoff. Him coming back, and there's a photo of him and I hugging after, and that's all it is. It's that in the frustrations at the end that come with injuries. I think those moments are the ones that stick in my head. Those are the ones that are like, all of this, my whole week was terrible, but then that happens, and you're like, yes, the Rasmus comes back to play, and you just want him to score. You just want him to score so he has that moment, and you can have a little bit of relief, and like, yes, that happens. So I think more and more, the more you see those guys that it means so much to, and it mean a lot to you because you see them day in and day out at their lowest moment and at their highest moment. So you see the spectrum of where they lie, and you want them to be on that positive side of it.